Hey, beautiful people, what's going on? So I'm super excited. I just shot my headshots today. Girl Ashley hooked it up on the makeup. I'm really excited because this gave me an opportunity to invest in myself. And I'm really excited about it because I know that one of the first jobs I book is going to be 3 times the amount I spent on these pictures. And I also had to remind myself that's what I'm working for, to get money so I can invest in myself. So we're gonna do a card read, but you know I talked to you before then. So I just wanted to say how good it was to kind of, when you do the self-work, over time, things get easier. Not because life gets easier, you just get better at handling things. For example, I had my makeup artist booked, and they told me up front that they sometimes get booked for Love and Hip Hop, you know, and they have other jobs going on. But I just didn't think that the day before they were gonna have to tell me they weren't able to make it. So I met a new friend at brunch because I throw a monthly brunch party. And it gives me an opportunity to meet people too. So I hit them up because they happen to be in the industry. They found me a girl. She was great. She happens to be a wizard when it comes to skin. Well, I don't know what I look like to you guys, but for me, it looks like my face is pretty natural-ish. Like now you can see the blush, everything. But when I tell you I got like 95 layers of makeup on right now, y'all, my headshots was looking smooth and clean. But that takes skill, especially on, you know, a black woman's skin with red undertones. It gets very specific. Everybody's skin is different, but I'm talking about mine. So that was amazing, and it just flowed. We had amazing conversation. We're into, you know, seeing synchronicities and numbers, and me and the makeup artist had a conversation, and there were so many points that the day when we were shooting with the photographer, he brought up things that we just talked about, and it was magical. And it was one of those things where it's like, you know, I came out the pocket a pretty penny, you know, and that kind of thing, but it just felt right. And it didn't feel like, oh my God, I'm doing this, or like I felt happy to invest in myself. I felt so satisfied with the customer service that I received and the blessing of being around beings who are cool, nice, open, honest, and professional at what they do. And I definitely feel like I floated into the situation. Our energy is reciprocal, and I deserve that energy, as do you. And I was also open to it. And I think because of that, I'm seeing more come my way. And I know we hear that a lot, but you know, I could have freaked out about the makeup artist. I was annoyed at first, of course, because I'm in the middle of a full work day. And it's like 2 p.m. or whatever, and I gotta find somebody to be available for me in the morning. So there was a moment, but it was still just like, oh, I know this is gonna turn out. It always does. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, I just dropped a lot of cards. Usually when you drop cards, you're supposed to do this and that, but that chunk is too big. So let me dive into this card read. I know you guys, I just wanted to share that with you just a little bit. I'm just gonna pull one card today because then I'm gonna go have dinner with my friends and celebrate life. I think it's always a time to celebrate. You have money for the dinner, put on the perfume, take the night off, call in sick at work and go to the beach, write a song, date the dude. I might slide into some DMs after I get done with this. Like, do the doggone thing. Life is short, have fun, you got this. And now let's pick a card. I'm excited. Dream time. Ooh, this is pretty. I'm not sure if have I seen this one before? Dream time. Look at that beautiful artwork. So you guys know I always pull from my Mystics Oracle deck by Lindsay Para and Sarah Love McCoy. Did I memorize their name? Finally! Oh, there's usually a cute, here's the cute picture of them, these ladies. These are so eloquently written. And this is something that we need to see right now in this time. This is just a card for today, number 38. It's such a good, high vibrational day. The signpost, this is signpost, so I just want you to see how I'm reading it. Kind of like the things that you see that pertain to this signpost. Guides, angels, premonitions, daydreams, remembering, and the guidance. Messages from the ethers are trying to make their way to you. I believe that. I can feel, when I tell y'all I can feel it. Something special is going on right now. I can feel it. Where you journey in the dream space is a landscape not so different from the earthly landscape. God, I just had this conversation and it's so funny because me and my friend were standing here like, how do we know the conversation we're having isn't a dream? Because I tell you, I dream extremely vividly and my dreams are just, I be regular kicking it. So there are times I think I went to a restaurant or made a joke or grabbed this with a friend or something and it happened in my dream, but it felt so real. So just even this first thing, where you journey to in dream space is a landscape not so different from the earthly landscape. True story. It is the dreamscape, which in some cultures is more fundamental realm of reality than the waking world. It's a dimension, a realm, a space to connect with memories, process emotions, and glimpse events past, present, and future. Ooh. When this card is present, it is a call to honor messages from the ethers. It is a call to look at your core routines so as to better support your connection to the dreamscape. Are you taking care of your sleep in your quiet time? Are you creating space to come out of sleep in a good way? A little goes a long way when it comes to honoring your dreams and pulling the key threads through the ethers. Your guides and higher self are waiting with insights for you. Allow them in and invite the magic. If I could do a backflip right now, I would, because that would tell you how. This is so crazy because this is what's been on my mind. Today I called in sick from work because I took headshots. No office today. I got to get my headshots done. And because I didn't have to rush waking up and go to some place that, I'm happy to have a job, but it's not a place where I'm like, I'd be like, oh, all right, let's do this. So today, because that's not where I had to go, I was doing something that directly pertains to what I'm excited about. I had a chance to wake up on my own time, in my own rhythm. So when you're talking to the right one, because when this asks, this is a call to look at your core routines as to better support your connection to the dreamscape. Are you taking care of your sleep and your quiet time? Are you creating space to come out of sleep in a good way? A lot of people are quick to be like, I don't remember my dreams. And I'm like, well, how are you waking up? Are you popping up? Are you being interrupted? Are you waking up stressed and hopping on your phone? For me, I can always remember my dreams when I wake up slowly and peacefully. It's best not with an alarm. If you do have to use an alarm and you have iPhone, go to the alarm section and use the bedtime joint because it has those smooth, soft alarm and then it gets louder and louder. So it gives you an opportunity, that moment between when you're waking up and that dream that you're all up in, as you start to hear your alarm, because it's not startling you, it's waking you up slowly. That in between time is the moment where you consciously make the choice to remember what you just went through in here and bring it with you out to this side of reality. I do it all the time. My dreams are so powerful, you guys. I'm blessed because it's almost like I get to live 24 hours a day. My life is full because when I'm asleep, I'm living. It's dope AF. And I think we all have the ability. I'm not a doctor or a neuropsychologist or anything, but if I can do it, you can do it. So be mindful. There's so many great messages in your dreams. I've gotten words. I have been able to experience healing. Or if there's something I wanted to see in my waking life that I didn't get to see because it was a purple octopus coming out of the ocean, and I can see that in my dreams. I've flown, I've overcome fears, I've encountered things that I was scared of. There was a period of time where in my dreams, it was straight animals for like a week and I was mortified of them all. And I think they kept popping up because there was something about having no fear that I was to grasp. Like whatever the animals that were in my dream, I had a picture of what they were gonna do to me or how bad they were. But in reality, they weren't doing anything to me. So that week and that sequence of dream time showed me in my waking life how, girl, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. You're acting scared and doing the most out of something that hasn't even come to bite you yet. relax. So there's always symbolism. There's, you know, you'll get the messages. So I encourage you to try. What does it say? So these are the 3 questions you take with you. Are you taking care of your sleep and your quiet time? What are you doing during that time? Are you giving yourself a chance to breathe? What's going on through your mind? Are you running fears through your mind, or are you taking a deep breath and thinking about all the awesome things? Are you living in gratitude and joy, or are you going over what could go wrong before you go to sleep? Do you know what I mean? What are the kinds of things you have on your mind? What are you listening to? What are you watching? I'm not a saint. Sometimes I'll watch something crazy before bed. It'll pop up in my dream though. That's why I don't do scary movies. I don't have time for that. I don't mind the little, maybe I gotta run from gunshots sometimes. That's cool. I've never been shot in a dream, but I can't be seeing no creatures, critters, and all of that, because I'll be in here freaking out. But just be mindful of what you're doing when you're doing that quiet time. And like I said, a little goes a long way when honoring your dreams. You don't have to be psychic. You don't have to be anything that you're not in order to receive these messages. Sometimes it's a feeling. I've been in that mid-dream space and been so alive and had such a strong feeling. It was the feeling that gave me the words, which was the message and my intention for the day. Like, y'all, if you just try and just open yourself up to it, it's open right now. And I know that for a fact. And this is confirmation. All right, so I won't be long-winded and let this get long. But thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. If you found value in this, share it with a friend. I forgot to introduce myself in the beginning, but by now you probably know who I am. I'm Jaimi Alexander, and I'll see you next video. Peace.